What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to No Collar Entertainment. This is Matt, and we are here with continuing our Quaranstream. Sorry that we hadn't been streaming for the whole week. We fell on some hard times at home, so had to figure out some things. Given this unprecedented circumstance, it was bound to happen. So, but we are back now. And to make up for it, we are going to do a two-part stream tonight. The first one is going to be the new Madden League that I have joined. Help pass the time. I am the Bengals without AJ Green. So this should be a blast. And I'm facing the Ravens in my first game. So a nice little beatdown of my team. That should be fun for everyone to watch. Made a couple trades, though, and have gotten a little closer to where I wanted to be. So we'll see if we can't pull something out starting the next week with a little bit of a better team. All right. So here we go. These Bengals are pretty terrible too, so this is going to be a nice little challenge for me. You know, I always play with teams I usually like, so this is the first time I'm really playing with a team that I can't stand. So it'll be interesting to see what I can pull off here with the Bengals.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
I kind of wish I was on defense first. I'm going to try to make it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Fantastic. Great start. Great start, guys.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to
It's actually a good thing I got sacked there. That was going to be a pick.
A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Fantastic.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A pickup
of course,
of about 3
you're
yards
running
as
with
he's
Lamar.
taken down at the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I mean, what exactly are you supposed to do
The
against
top
that?
priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The run
They
there
just
on
cut
first
right
down
out to
going
the
to get him
outside.
5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To the air again, Mariota.
Oh, you got to throw it.
Down he goes.
Come on, Marcus.
Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42.
First down, Cincinnati.
Shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 35-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the delay, it's Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
All right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. And that
This
is the
line
third
needs
sack
work.
This offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On third down, Mariota. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Keep moving.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
You're getting a little bit of lag here, but I
stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mariota. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing
that's right. That wasn't a terrible
drive.
drive.
The 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery.
Oh, see that lag?
Space to get a ball in there.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there.
They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter.
Thought I was going to win anyway,
Mark
but
Ingram,
it kind of sucks.
he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. This time Jackson will throw it. He's going deep for
that's touchdown.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down.
I can't throw.
Escaping, he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down.
See, this lag is bullshit, man.
Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas.
Whatever.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the
pressing
punt.
down,
the
damn it.
Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll be getting enemy territory already.
Jesus Christ.
In your face.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Oh, that's nice.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Can't make cuts.
Tucker now kick it away following the touchdown.
There's always next year.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check back 40. Check back 40. Hey, pick your game up. Tight end right. Tight end right. 40.
From the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Mariota to throw it. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Slam, slam.
He gets away from 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Kind of want a rematch against these guys too, because that lag has fucked me out of some points here.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
I'm definitely looking forward to facing him again. The coach. Oh, come on! That was a bad play call, granted, but I read it.
Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
This is me.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see it. You don't want it. You gonna take. You got
Mariota now from the 50. And he fires one.
Pass interference.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Thank you.
Trying to defend the out route there. Got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Mariota going deep downfield for Ross.
Oh, there it is. There you go. You got your interception.
Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill.
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Why did 3 guys just fall down?
Oh, that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
We own them.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by
come on!
Williams.
The fucking leg! I cut back outside!
26-yard
That was a pick six. God damn it.
What crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Hey, turn it up.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is
there. We go.
Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half.
Even with the lag.
The entire second half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not aggressively, offensively, they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
Oh, come on, man.
Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
I got a wire on my PlayStation.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. Spinning past him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I feel like I can beat this guy without it. Less mistakes by me, but it wouldn't be as
at the line,
lopsided.
set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They still can't get it. And that is incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 60 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Now Joe Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calais Campbell.
How's that behind the line?
Stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
He's gonna go down.
I don't even know why he tried to skip and scramble with the lag going on.
Like a freight train
can't
off
cut.
the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
This has been a tough one for the defensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is slow. Mike to 59. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh.
Mariota now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. The toss play to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now Mariota. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ingram again, a first down carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Johnson's got it complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Yeah, I saw you coming, Keekly. Calm down. Calm down. Take a breath.
Because you know they'll make some adjustments.
I just started. Let's not kill Mariota yet.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
Nope. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually
I want to face this guy again.
Downfield or have moved away from him.
Now all of a sudden he can't do nothing.
Teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The bottom line, tremendous
of course,
starting field
he is
position
running because he's out.
As they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
See if I can score one more time here.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Got his man, it's Eifert. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jet sweep forward, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Mariota, and he'll take this into the end zone. Hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
You're overcooking my grits, Coach.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Oh, another hold.
Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They go play action. Mariota.
Throw the fucking ball!
He'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Chris Jones.
You can't do something awesome like that if you're just going to shit the bed immediately after.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mariota. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Matt Judon. And the Ravens come up big down at the goal line.
GG.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock.
Game's over.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Oh, well.
This offense has had a
lot to like in
this game.
year.
That last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel,
year.
but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So
sorry about that.
Start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
And that's it. So that's the start of this league. We'll see what happens next time, but make sure you stick around because we are going to be streaming Alien Isolation a little later. So give me so subscribe, like the video, and we'll be doing Madden and the rest of the Quaranstreams coming up soon. For No Collar Entertainment, this is Matt, and I'm out.
They think that they can bottle